This is day 16 of our European tour, October 2009. We visited Athens, and this particular video is about the Parthenon. We stayed at the Hotel Acropolis in Athens, and I spoke about that in the last video. The Trafalgar bus took us to the Parthenon, which was a former temple of the Athenian Acropolis in Greece, and it's dedicated to the god Athena, and the people of Athens considered her their patron. It was constructed in 447 BC by the Athenian Empire. To get up to the top of this hill, you have to climb up a really steep set of stairs, and once you get to the top, you are confronted by what they call a blue gate, if that's how you can pronounce it. To the left is a monument of Agrippa, which was built to commemorate a Turkish city of Bergama in honour of their conquest of some Greek games. On the right of the gate is the Temple of Athena, dedicated to the goddess of Athena and Nike. So then you continue to walk through this gate and up another set of stairs between two columns. You can go to the right or the left to look at the ruins, but yes, you can also see over the city in this picture. And once you get to the top or to the Acropolis, you're confronted with this absolutely magnificent building, or the remains of it, called the Parthenon. So here we have a selfie of my wife and myself taken by another member of the tour group. It's considered the zenith of Greek culture, a classical Greek building that everybody recognises, and it was also the centre of Greek art.
Whatever. The material that was used for the statue, plus the fact that the statue was estimated to be approximately 12.5 meters high.
About 500 metres down the hill is the Acropolis Museum, and that's where all this Greek art is located, and it's absolutely wonderful. We visited there a few years later, but on this occasion we didn't have time because we're on a guided tour. When I filmed this in 2009, you could see all the construction work that was going on, and when we revisited in 2017, it was still construction work going on, so it's an ongoing thing. It was built on the site of the old Parthenon, which was destroyed by a Persian invasion in 480 BC, and like most Greek temples, it served its purpose as a temple, but also a treasury for the Delian League, which was a state and became one of the state members of the Athenian Empire. And in the 6th century AD, it became a Christian church and was dedicated to the Virgin Mary. And then after the Ottoman conquest of Greece, it became a mosque until the early 1460s. In 1687, it suffered an explosion of an ammunition store in there during the Venetian raid on the Ottoman Greece, and it was severely damaged, and in 1803 the Earl of Elgin, Thomas Bruce, an Englishman, allegedly was allowed to take a lot of the surviving sculptures back to England, allegedly with the permission of the Turkish Empire. Here's a better image of the back of the building, and we walked around the rest of the building taking video as we went. The Prolea was another entranceway to the Acropolis and the Parthenon, and I'll just let you watch this. There's not much to tell about it.
Mais pra frente um pouquinho. Não, pra ver. Aí, tá bom. Adorei a derrapada.
Let's have a go at pronouncing this Patroness temple. Built in the year 550 BC. It was built of limestone in the Archaic period and placed in the present position near the Parthenon in the Acropolis area. There's not much more I can tell you about that. On the east end of the hilltop is the Acropolis viewing area, which gives a lovely panoramic view of the city of Athens. And of course the Greek flag is on the flagpole. And here you can see a video facing west of the Parthenon and the cityscape and the surrounding hills. In the distance is the church, Holy Church of Saint Isidore, and it was built into the mountainside cave in the Byzantine period, and it has lovely gardens and views of Athens. Here is another iconic building of the city of Athens, and it's called the Temple of her Parthenians. Here's a photograph of my lovely wife using the video camera, and here's a shot of the Temple of Olympian Zeus, and a still shot of the same building and park area that surrounded it. Here's a shot of the Temple of Acropolis and the Odeon. Here's a view of the Temple of Acropolis and more of the city of Athens and all the ruins that surround the Acropolis and the Parthenon. The next photograph is a view of the Odeon of Agrippa, which is a rather large complex with a museum on the right. On the northern side is the hill of Areopagus, where people would stand and take photographs of the city. Then there was something called the Odeon of Herodes and Atticus, which is a stone Roman theatre structure on the southwest slope of the Acropolis underneath the Parthenon. and it was built in 161 AD and renovated in 1950, and of course it's still renovations going on now. You can see a facade or little windows, and then on the right and left a newly created or rebuilt stairs or seats, and I think they're probably going to use it as a theatre in the future. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of our day 16 of our European tour, October 2009. We visited the Parthenon, or popularly known as the Acropolis.